Hello, YouTube. Vagisil has challenged me, really, Vagisil has challenged us all to the Vagina Challenge. The hashtag Vagina Challenge. And the reason for this is because like a third of women feel uncomfortable, they feel inhibited trying to say the word vagina. And it's a part of them. Why would they feel inhibited? It makes no sense. The problem is patriarchy. The problem is that we have to encourage them to be able to say the word vagina. They need our help. And that's why I'm going to rise to the challenge. Like the brave women who stand next to me and rise to Vagisil's Vagina Challenge, I too will say the word vagina unabashedly. See this? Ready? Vagina. Do you feel it? Do you feel confidence? Do you feel that power that only me joining in solidarity with saying the word vagina on camera can give you? Okay. I'm really glad we were able to get over that. Now, I don't normally focus on women's issues because I think that men's issues don't get enough attention. And it's really hard to get people to care about men's issues, and I think that there's a more fundamental problem. And that this is the same reason we had a women's movement before a men's movement, was that we naturally are more inclined to care about women's issues. So I'm going to test this theory by presenting as a reciprocal male issue. It's not truly a reciprocal male issue, but bear with me. This is a women's issue that I've actually heard before Vagisil brought it up, so it must be legitimate that we have a problem saying the word vagina. So, okay, I'll chalk that up to legitimate women's issues, not saying vagina. And we should be allowed to say vagina. That's a women's issue. That's on the list. On the short list of women's issues is saying the word vagina. Alright, so I'm going to borrow an issue from my list of men's rights issues. And we're going to see if I can raise a little bit of care and concern, or, just a little bit of attention towards it. Male genital mutilation. In the United States, more men are genitally mutilated than women are raped. And if you look at the different types of genital mutilation, there's multiple forms of both male and female genital mutilation. The majority of female genital mutilations fall into a category that tends to be less severe than male circumcision, which is somewhere in the middle in terms of severity of genital mutilation. In other words, this notion that female genital mutilation is necessarily more gruesome and barbaric and horrible than male genital mutilation, it's not really based on the actual practices, because most people aren't even aware of the fact that there's multiple types. What they're really expressing is the fact that when this happens to a female, that it's a bigger issue. In other words, it's not based on the problem, it's based on the victim. The victim, if they have a status that is female, they're a more worthy victim. If they're male, they are not a victim. So my challenge to you is this. However many countless women are going to rise to the challenge and say the word vagina on camera, will you rise to my challenge and admit that male genital mutilation is a form of sexual violence and that it is at least as worthy of concern and attention and programs to help end, and that should be made illegal, that it should be treated just like rape is. Frankly, it should be treated as what it is, which is baby knife rape. Do you have the honesty and the care and the concern and the integrity to state that? Do you? Or is your world a little bit too small to make room for any care and concern for men and boys and their issues?